You guys, we are officially hitting that time, so let's get into some content. Now, what I want to talk about tonight, man, listen, I have a friend, shout out to her, her name is Simone. If she's watching this, shout out to you. If you don't watch this, you're going to catch the VOD, you're going to catch the VOD on YouTube. Check this out, and I already told her this. So, she had posted something on her story, and I told her, after reading it, I told her, she gave me an idea to talk about something on stream. She was with it. I asked her. She was with it. I screenshotted that shit. And now I'm about to show y'all what it is. For those that know, I'm always talking about the male and female social topic and all the other stuff because, you know, it's something that I always have some kind of opinion on. And I'm hoping that my opinions would at least give y'all something to think about when it comes to male versus female social shit. Y'all know that's like one of, if not the biggest topics in social society, because no matter what you see, whether people are getting along or something, there's always that little confusion because our minds are just never the same. But let me show y'all what I'm talking about. All right. Basically, she saw somebody's story, screenshotted it, posted it on her story. Then I screenshotted it so I can show y'all what was said. All right. Now, disclaimer, this person that spoke on this story, he typed 4 different paragraphs. And what I plan on doing is breaking down each one. All right, so boom. The main question is, do females still like going out on dates? To answer the question, hell yeah, females love going out on dates. That's a no-brainer. But there's something about going out on dates that bothers people, that bothers men, that bothers women. However, we'll get into it. So let's read it. This person that made the story, he's the one that typed all this shit in pink. The do females still like going on dates? I think my friend typed that. I never been on one, but I'm so nervous. What the fuck, Nate? What have you done? What have you not done? You've never been on a date. Yet you out here traveling the goddamn world. You mean to tell me you can travel all over the place, but you can never go on one date? What's the problem? You don't like men? What's the problem? You say you're so nervous too. What's to be nervous about? You know what? Save that. Well, I'll get to you. Let's read this. I feel like a lot of women have messed up the opportunity for men to take women they find attractive on dates because, one, that whole list thing that came out a couple years ago where it was places that were unacceptable, quote unquote, to go on for a date. 2, everything is documented. Everything is documented and social media has normalized putting people down. 3, women feel like they're entitled to a man's financial income without even knowing them. I also feel like dates are about getting to know the person and how they are in an outstanding setting. Wow, I cannot read for shit. I also feel like dates are about getting to know the person and how they are in an outside setting. These women have normalized being taken to expensive restaurants just for the experience, quote unquote, of that place or just to be able to say, oh, I made them spend a bag. Not because they truly want to get to know the person better. I like men, but I come across the wrong ones. You know, I can say the same thing. I love my women. I love women. But damn it, I sometimes feel like I come across the wrong ones and I don't find out until later and I find out the hard way. You know, that's just life. Sometimes you got to go through some things to learn lessons. That's all I can say. Now, before I read the bottom, let's break down the first paragraph. This person says he feels like a lot of women messed up the opportunity of men to take women out they find attractive on dates, right? So basically, nowadays in the dating world, men don't want to take women out anymore, specifically because of what has been said and how women are going about dates and stuff and how they want to go through dates and shit like that. Like, what's the first thing he said? That whole list thing that came out a couple years ago. Y'all remember that list, right? Better yet, forget the list. Well, no, let's not forget the list. Y'all remember that video? I think it was on TikTok where that girl that was dressed in green went out on a date with a guy, and she was upset because out of all places he chose to take her to Cheesecake Factory, and she thought she was too cute and too good and too bougie for Cheesecake Factory. She wanted to go to like a 5-star restaurant and stuff like that because she felt she deserved that. And that was their first date. Since that, a whole trend of women decided to create a list of places that they will not allow a man to take them on a date. And all those places, bro, if I had the list, I should have brought it up before I started stream. But, or better yet, let me see if I can find it real quick while we're in this space. While we're in this space, let's see if we can find it. List of places women refuse. Oh, shit. All you got to do is Google everything. Boom. Here we go. Here we go. Come on. Give me the list. The list is right here, but it's so fucking blurry, dog. All right, boom. Here we go. Y'all should be able to see this, right? Boom. All right, here's the list. Here is the list. All right, let's go down this damn list. This shit says number 1, Cheesecake Factory, and the reason why they said number 1 is because this was based off of that TikTok. Cheesecake Factory, Applebee's, Chili's, Chipotle, Olive Garden, the movies, your house, so basically a guy's house, any fast food chain, Buffalo Wild Wings, Wingstop, Red Lobster, a buffet, IHOP, Denny's, the gym, church, Starbucks, coffee dates, ice cream dates, family functions, movie night, whether it's Netflix, Hulu, and all that other stuff, somewhere that requires a long drive, bowling, nightclubs, hookah bar, a bar for drinks, Waffle House, sports events. Let me ask y'all something. If women refuse to go on dates like this as a first date, what else are we supposed to fucking do? What else are we supposed to fucking do? You remember the list? It was crazy. I want to go to the Cheesecake Factory one day. Have you never been? Is there not a Cheesecake Factory where you live? Yo, you surprise me every fucking time you say something. What have you not done yet that most people have done? Please answer me that question, Nate. Please. All of these places are good first date places. Because we see this, it's 1 hour away. I didn't know about the Cheesecake Factory until like last year. You didn't know about that location, or you just didn't know about cheesecake at all? Because Cheesecake Factory been out for how long now? It's been like where I'm at, every fucking corner I turn, or every strip I turn, or every mall I go to, there's a goddamn Cheesecake Factory connected to it. If not, at least up the street from it. You can't miss it. You know what I'm saying? It through the past decade or so, Cheesecake Factory became one of the big chains because Cheesecake Factory, in my opinion, took over what Olive Garden once was. Nigga, look, back in the day, before Cheesecake Factory, it was Olive Garden and Red Lobster. You was that nigga if you went to Red Lobster. You was that nigga if you took a girl to Olive Garden. Nice, fancy little aesthetic. Nice little music that'll play. You know what I'm saying? In general. Oh, all right. Well, damn. I'm going to save my next question. Let me get through this real quick because I have lots of questions for you, but that's going to change the entire topic of what we're on. I'm definitely going to go. You got to go. You got to go. For a first timer, you got to go. You know what I'm saying? And it's more than cheesecake, by the way. I looked up their menu because I like to see what people have before I go. Hey, you got to look up the menu, though, to see what food they have. You got to look up the menu, look up shit on TikTok or Instagram and see, people's opinions and stuff. Being that it's been out for a long time, you might see more people saying that it's not all that. But when Cheesecake Factory first came out, it was literally the best thing ever. You know what I'm saying? Because it was fresh. But now a lot of us are used to it now. But it's new to you, so you might have a different opinion the first time you go. And hopefully it's a good one. But back to what I was saying. Back when I was in school, bro, like when I was in, in high school, Applebee's was the move. Chili's was the move. I got spots out here called Outback Steak. That was the move. A buffet, definitely a move, especially on a Sunday after church. Come on now. Going to the gym. How is going to the gym not a good first date? Why would women not want to? You know what? Women that don't want to go to the gym for a first date tells me everything I need to know. If they don't want to go to the gym, that is because they don't work out. Either that or they've never worked out a day in their life. Now, if I decided to get to know a girl and she's an active woman, an athlete of some sort, I'm more than certain that going to the gym, she would not refuse to go. She wouldn't deny that. You know what I'm saying? Because she's used to going to the gym already. I'm used to going to the gym already. That could be a common interest thing, but that has to come with like conversation. You know what I'm saying? Buffalo Wild Wings is like a hangout. I went to Buffalo Wild Wings with girls before. Never was a problem. Coffee dates. Women love coffee dates. They love Starbucks, especially first thing in the morning. You know how many times I had to go to Starbucks in the fucking morning with a girl when I was dating one? This is just where they won't go to on a first date, which is stupid because what else are we supposed to do? But I guarantee you, if this list was reversed and they said, here is a list of places women will absolutely go to on a first date, this whole list will be a whole list of shit that's 5-star, fancy, and places where you got to spend half, if not up to a whole stack. That goes back to what this person said here. Women feel like they're entitled to a man's financial income without even knowing them. Why am I spending hella money on you and we're not officially together yet? I don't know you to an extent to where I can decide you are somebody I want to spend the rest of my life with. You are somebody I want to spend all my money on. I don't know you yet, so why am I spending hella bread on the first fucking date? How is that your first impression? If my wallet is leading a good first impression on you, you're not the woman for me. And to the second thing he said, everything is documented and social media has normalized putting people down. The reason why this makes sense in this scenario is because when you go on social media, you see a lot of people making fun of everybody for anything, right? In this sense, in this case, you see women judging men. You see women putting their opinions on men who don't have money compared to those that do have money, or who don't want to spend a certain amount of money compared to those that don't mind tricking and spending a whole bag. These women on social media, which leads to the third one, women feel like they're entitled to a man's financial income without even knowing them. As soon as you ask a girl out, or as soon as you try to approach a woman, she doesn't want to see you or look at you if you don't got money or look like you don't got money. When men go through those things, or when men see that, we back up. Because now it's like, you don't even want to go through the simple shit, yet you want me to go above and beyond off rip, and I don't even know if you're the right one for me. I'd be damned if I spend hella money on a shorty, I should say, and things don't work out off of the first meeting. That don't make sense. And the reason why women feel like they're entitled to men's federal income is because women go around with the mindset that they want to be taken care of. There is plenty of ways where women can get taken care of. But you have to get to a certain point before you get to that level, or before you get to that stage. You know what I'm saying? There's levels, there's stages to this bullshit. I can't even say bullshit because everybody goes through it, but it turns into bullshit when it don't work out. Here's the second paragraph. Let's break it down. I also feel like dates are about getting to know the person and how they are in an outside setting. These women have normalized being taken to expensive restaurants just for I already said that. Boom, boom. Oh, I made them spend the bag. Not because they truly want to get to know the person. So yeah, they're really just, bro, every man has gone through a situation where he meets a female, wants to take her out one day. You know, he's brave enough to approach her and have conversation. She's having conversation with him, but little does he know, she don't give a shit about him. She just wants to use him for his money. Because if he didn't have no money in his pockets, would she really even care to get to know the dude? No. So because of that, that makes men back up and say, I'm not fucking with you. Or that makes men say or think twice before they think about going out on another date. Dates are supposed to be about getting to know the person. I seen you from around the way. I would like to get to know you. Where can we go to have conversations so I can get to know you? Long walks in the park is cool. Going to an ice cream truck, getting some ice cream and sitting down and just having regular vibe conversations. Walking around the park with ice cream in our hands and shit and just sightseeing. Nigga, I live in between Baltimore and DC. Do you know how good of a date would be if I take a girl to DC, go to where the monuments are? There's a full-blown park in this area, right? And for those that live in the DMV and they've been to DC where the monuments are, y'all know what I'm talking about. There's a fucking park there. Nothing but food trucks and a good view of a few museums. And you see a few of the monuments a little bit down the way and shit. It's literally right there. You can go to a food truck, get you a nice glizzy, get you a fucking ice cream or whatever. Walk around that whole shit. There's benches that surround that whole shit. You can sit there on the bench, look around the scenery, and talk. Do you know how cool that is? You know how good that is? Or take what y'all got and just walk and look at all the monuments. It's a long ass walk. With that long ass walk, y'all can talk about any and everything. And a girl doesn't want to do it. First of all, that shit's free. Walking and seeing the monuments, that's free. The only thing you paying for is what? $20 at the food truck? What's bad about that? Nah, I gotta go deeper. I gotta go to a club setting. I gotta go to a spot. You know what I'm saying? DC spots, you know what I'm saying? They are expensive as shit. I ain't gonna hold you. She wants to go there. She wants to go there because that's the experience she wants. All right, if you want that experience, go with your homegirls. Get a job, save some money, go with your homegirls, and y'all pay to go there. Men don't mind taking women there, don't get me wrong. But if I'm not at a point where I know you enough, I'm not going there first. That could be like a second or third date type of thing. You got to do the simple shit first because you don't know who you're dealing with. And a lot of times women don't show their true colors, and men too. Men don't show their true colors until later down the line. And you done spend all that money after realizing you're with the wrong person. I'll be damned. I'm going to be so pissed off. I'm going to want my money back. I'm going to feel like you owe me my time and my energy and my money back. You ever been through a breakup after spending all that money on a female and you just want your money back? Yeah. You got to watch out for that. All right. Let's do these last two paragraphs right here. Most men, as you see, now they're flipping it. Now they're flipping it because they're pointing out where women go wrong. Now they're about to point out and flip it on the men though. All right. I think that's what it's doing. Most men also have no creativity anymore, or they don't say anything because they fear rejection and being ridiculed, and simply because they've fallen for the social media craze that they have to spend the most money at the most fanciest restaurant when it comes to taking a woman out, or simply bringing the woman to their home, to their house, to Netflix and chill is acceptable. When most dates are one, inexpensive, i.e. picnics, movie dates, museums, art galleries. We just talked about chat. We just talked about that, chat. Walk in a park, beach, and two, not that really hard to plan because most women aren't that hard to please. I also feel like if you're really into somebody, try to plan a date within that 3rd week or 1 month mark. I get it. People have lives, businesses, or just all around busy schedules. But if you're interested, show that interest. See, this is where men fuck up. I like how bro evened it out. You pointed out where women go wrong. You pointed out where men go wrong. Shout out to bro. Listen, men definitely do lose creativity. I used to be that guy. I want to say this relationship that I was in from 2016 to 2020, I will let y'all know I was young as shit. I'm going to let y'all know right now, I was the worst planner. I couldn't plan for shit. I've worked on through the years planning and trying to find dates and stuff like that. But here's one thing that helped me. We didn't have short form content with Instagram and TikTok back then. It wasn't that big yet. Like TikTok was there. It was Musically at first, then turned to TikTok. Instagram was there, and it was transitioning to short form content because of what TikTok has became. But you don't go to Instagram or TikTok to find places that people went to, at least during that time. Nowadays, you can go on TikTok, you can go on Instagram, go in search bars and search whatever, like date plans, date ideas and some shit like that, right? You can find those places or find those ideas because there are creators out there that literally create content showing people date plans, date ideas, and so forth. So through the years, that was my method. I would look on TikTok, I would look on Instagram to find some places that might be, places I've probably never heard of or seen before. Write down the idea or jot it down in my notes on my phone. And the next time I go out on a date with somebody, I'm going to come out with these ideas to see, hey, this place looks pretty cool. What you think about this? We should go here. Or just keep it a surprise and be like, hey, yo, get dressed. You coming with me. We about to go out. And I'll already know where to go because it's a place that I've actually been wanting to take a girl to. Take a woman to, I should say. So the creativity these days should not be difficult. Just search it and it's all there. Because of what men have been going through as far as failed dates or seeing on social media what women would rather do on first dates, now they don't know where to go. And when they do find out where to go, they see these girls, they see these influencers, they see these women getting tricked on all the time, right? So now that's the standard. I just dozed off, took me some therapy. Damn, woman. All right. You're just trying to knock yourself. You're just trying to knock out, aren't you? So there is a big issue to where we've seen this current trend of where women are showing off the fact that they've been taken out to these fancy places or they go to these fancy places more times than none. It's like a consistent thing, whether if it's from different guys, with different guys, or with one guy repeatedly. Got a sore throat, so hopefully it'll help. Oh, it should. So because we keep seeing all of that, now men think that that's all women want to do. All of the simple, regular things have been talked down upon or been overshadowed so much, we don't even see that no more. I haven't seen a couple go out to the skating rink in a long time. I have yet to see a woman go out on a date to play mini golf. I thought adults still like going to mini golf. But because you don't see that a lot and you see women going out to fancy, expensive spots all the time, showing off these fancy dinners, showing off these expensive gifts and all the bags that they get from Gucci, Louis V, Prada, and all that stuff. Like, those are cool. Don't get me wrong. But does that have to be an everyday thing? They're trying to, OMG, I love mini golf. You see what I'm saying? You still love mini golf, but you don't see that on social media all the time. Now, do you? No, all you see is girls decked out in the fanciest shit, going to the fanciest places, making it seem like that's where they go every day and that's where their lifestyle lives because they just want the luxurious lifestyle. Don't get me wrong. There are women out there that live that luxurious lifestyle, but regular niggas like me don't have that lifestyle, at least not yet. So we can't necessarily take a woman out to those places because we can't even afford that. That's not in our social class. That's not where our wallets are at. Instead, we would rather go to mini golf. We would rather go to a skating rink. We would rather go to more places that seem a little bit more to a museum, or art gallery, a walk in the park, places that are not expensive yet still intimate and good to get to know somebody, get to know their mind, get to know their intellect, get to know them. We don't see that on social media a lot anymore. And because that's where the attention is, this social media, you see it on Instagram, you see it on TikTok, you see it on Twitter, you see it on Facebook, you see it on Snapchat, you see it everywhere. So much that the simple stuff seems like it's played out. The simple stuff seems lame. You know what I mean? That's where we get mind fucked. That's where men make the mistake and believe that that is now the new standard, but it's not. I will take a walk to an art gallery all day. Better yet, the last time I went to a museum or art gallery, it wasn't even my idea. It was the girl's idea. So me knowing that there are females out there that still like doing stuff like that lets me know that I don't have to go to expensive ass places all the damn time. You know what I'm saying? Because again, like bro said, most women aren't that hard to please. They're not. Don't let this social media shit fool you. They are not hard to please. Of course, they're going to want the luxurious experience every now and then. But if that's what they're asking for off rip, that ain't the shorty for you. And what makes me laugh, a lot of these women out here want the luxurious, expensive lifestyle. They haven't even done shit to even get themselves there. They're trying to get there off of the strength of another man's pockets. Well, what makes you feel like you deserve that bullshit? Well, let me not say bullshit. What makes you think you deserve that shit? What have you done to make me believe that you deserve a luxurious lifestyle? Who are you? Who are you? Like, let's keep it real. Who are you to convince me that you deserve that shit? You want it. Okay, I want that luxurious lifestyle too. I got to get my money up to do that. And if I got to get my money up to do that, why can't you get your money up to do that? Why do you need my pockets to get you there? That's me taking care of you? No, that's me moving you up to win you over in a sense. But as soon as you get there, you're going to leave me behind as soon as I won't be able to do it anymore. And you're just going to find the next nigga to do it for you. The fuck? I'm good. I'd rather us get there together than me help you get there. And for some reason, if I get brought down from whatever situation and you still move up off of the strength of my shit, fuck that. I also feel like if you're really into somebody, try to plan a date within that 3rd week or 1 month mark. Honestly, yes. And no, it doesn't matter when you plan the date. It doesn't matter when you plan it. You can meet somebody, get their number, talk about going on a date and shit. And it could be the next day. It could be a week later. It could be the 2nd, 3rd week or like if I meet somebody and it takes me a whole month to go on a date with that person, I'm either that fucking busy to where I couldn't do it yet, or she's fucking busy to where she couldn't do it yet, or we just didn't take that shit serious at all. Me personally, if I first meet somebody and then I see that person again and we're having conversation and shit, I'm going to plan a date within the next week so we can continue this momentum, keep building this momentum because it's pretty much going somewhere. You know what I'm saying?